How do you handle your triggers as you move through dry January or quitting alcohol altogether? Some of you are probably at day 4 of dry January or the first weekend, and it might be already getting difficult. I'm Calvin from the Sober Curious Coach, and one thing I want to say about handling triggers is that the most important thing is your sobriety and making it through dry January. You might have to make some sacrifices as you go through this month. Not drinking is numero uno. It is the most important thing right now, and so just making it through the month is a challenge, but it's rewarding. I think you're going to look back on it and be proud of the effort that you made. I quit drinking 4 years ago. I read a book called by Alan Carr, Controlled Drinking the Easy Way. And one thing about his book and his method that I really like is that he reframes alcohol so that you don't want it anymore. When I decided December 11th, 2019, that I wasn't going to drink anymore, I meant it, and I was excited about that opportunity. And so I was able to still do all of the things that did trigger my drinking. I think it was 10 days later, I still went to a Roger Krager concert with a friend of mine, and that would have been an easy trigger for me, and it probably would have led to a very long night. But at that concert, I didn't want alcohol. I saw everybody drinking, and I just saw it in a different light where it didn't bother me to not drink, and that's what I really like about the Alan Carr method. It's not about willpower, and it's not about fighting off drinking and, I'm missing out. You don't feel like you're missing out. And so that was a really good benefit of that, and being able to still do all of the things that I had always done and not had to avoid any of my triggers. I still I do all the things that I used to always do. I recently, this past month, went to a college football game with a buddy of mine that I used to drink with. He had a couple of beers at the game. I bought him one of the beers at the game, and then I drove him back home, and it was fine. We sat there and enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the game. I remembered everything from the game. And I felt great the next day, and we still had a great time together. And I will cover in more detail on other videos about how to tell your closest people that you're not drinking anymore. So follow some of my other videos for tips on that. But I'm here today. I'm actually a high school teacher and a coach, and I am at a place today that would normally have been a big trigger for me 4 or 5 years ago. I am in Houston, Texas, at a softball coach's clinic. I've just checked into my room, and I have a beautiful view of parking lot down here in west side of Houston. Right. And they're pretty nice, huh? Anyway, today, would be one of those things where we would go listen to a couple of speakers, but then there's bars all over the place here. And so a lot of these people that are down here, I haven't seen since I quit drinking, and so I've already seen some familiar faces down in the lobby. And so that's going to be one of those things where after 4 years of not drinking, that's just gotten a little bit easier for me to be able to handle that and tell them, hey, I'm sorry about that. I don't drink anymore. But I'd be glad to drive you or see you in the morning. And, I'm going to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning for the first speaker at 9 o'clock. I can't wait to listen to it. He's a great coach. Anyways, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how, I know for sure that I won't drink. I'm never drinking again. I don't want to, but, it's definitely one of my old triggers. And, it's the great thing about the Alan Carr method is that you don't want alcohol anymore. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to use your willpower. You don't have to push through, because I think people have just a limited amount of willpower. It kind of runs out after a while. You can push through for a couple of weeks, or might push through this dry January thing, and good for you if you make it. Any amount that you can go is fantastic. But when you use the Alan Carr method, it makes it where you don't want to anymore, and you don't have to worry about the triggers. And so that was a blessing for me to find that and be able to quit in an easy way, easier. And so anyway, I'll give you an update tomorrow. I'm interested to see if anybody wants to offer me a beer or go out for a beer or anything like that, and we'll see how their reactions are if I tell them that I don't drink, and go from there. I'm used to telling people that, and most of the time people are just impressed more than anything. They ask me how I did it, and that's kind of how I even started this YouTube channel. Anyway, we will catch up maybe tomorrow. I'll post a part 2 of this, and I'm going to go listen to some good softball coaches and try to get ready for the season. See you later, guys.